Few things are more frustrating than when the Wi-Fi isn't working. In this video, I'll show you a few troubleshooting techniques that might help the next time you're in a jam. Let's get to it. Oh, gorgeous lights. But what do they mean? Well, it varies by manufacturer, but this is a great place to start, especially if they're off, because that means your modem or router isn't getting power. And that just might be a simple solve. If you're not that lucky, try power cycling your equipment. Let me show you how. Unplug the power to your modem and router or mesh devices. Wait about a minute, then plug them back in, one device at a time with about a minute in between each. For example, check out this Aris cable modem and Netgear router. I'd plug the modem in first, wait a minute, then plug in the router. If you have a mesh system like this one from Eero, plug in the node that's connected to the modem and then do the same for the other nodes around your house. Again, waiting about a minute between each one. If your Wi-Fi isn't working, you'll want to check the internet coming into your home. Here's an easy way to do that using a device like a laptop and an Ethernet adapter. First, disable your Wi-Fi and connect your laptop directly to the router. Then, see if you can open a web page. If it loads, this means your internet's working fine, but the Wi-Fi isn't. That's good to know. Then, you can focus on the Wi-Fi settings, which we'll talk about shortly. However, if the web page didn't load, close the browser and connect directly to the modem this time. Now, unplug your modem, wait a minute, plug it back in, and again, wait a minute, then try to load a web page. Feels like a lot of plugging and unplugging, right? Just in case you're curious, let me explain why. Every device in your network has something called a MAC address. It's like a house address used to send and receive. Your router has a MAC address, as does your computer. Now, when your modem first boots, it grabs the MAC address from the device it's connected to. So, if you simply swap the router for a laptop without rebooting, it'll continue looking for the wrong address. By rebooting your modem with the laptop connected, it looks for the right address. And you wait the minute just to give it time to do this work. It doesn't happen instantly. Anyway, fairly technical, but that's why it's important to unplug and replug so often. Okay, back to the action. So now that your computer is directly connected to your modem and you've given it time to reboot, see if you can get on the internet. If you can, then you know the internet coming into your house is working properly and you can focus on router troubleshooting. However, if you can't get online, then the internet isn't coming into your home properly and you'll have to contact your service provider to get it fixed. Now, as you can see, there are several ways this can go depending on your situation and equipment. So for now, we'll focus on mine. And here's a quick recap on where I'm at. My Wi-Fi isn't working, I directly connected to the router, and fortunately, that worked. My favorite website opened, bestbuy.com. So now I know the internet is coming into my home and it's being delivered to the router just fine. Now I can focus on why the Wi-Fi isn't working. I'll start by logging into the router's admin area. If you haven't done this before, there's a good chance the default credentials are still intact. Check the info that came with your router and it should be there. Start by checking for firmware updates, which is usually a common issue. If there are updates, install them now and see if that fixes the problem. However, if the firmware is up to date, go into the network settings of your computer and tell it to forget the network. You're going to completely remove and re-add in hopes of a solve. So remove it and then reconnect it. Go ahead and try that web page again. If that works, see if other devices are now connected to the Wi-Fi. If some are and some aren't, it might be because of interference. Things like microwaves, cordless phones, and other electronics often use the same frequencies and could be preventing the signal from hitting your devices. Or it could be the materials inside your walls making it difficult to transmit. If that's the case, you might need to move a few things around to make it work, or, even better, think about getting a mesh system. They have nodes that can be placed around your home, covering it in a Wi-Fi blanket. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and check out our channel for more tech tips from Best Buy.